Hello. I hope you read the disclaimer and the trigger warning. Don't blame me. I'm here to talk about a normal subject, but that can be perceived as a sensitive or a taboo topic, divorce. So, I have always been very open and uh, always called myself a single parent openly in Instagram, Facebook, and anywhere I share. And I have been also very consciously saying I'm divorced right from the day I got divorced. My divorce happened in August 2013, so it's going to be 11 years next August. I've already crossed 10 years now. And I also took the conscious decision to not remarry and be a single parent for various reasons. I'm not going to justify why I divorced or why I chose to remain single. Those are really my personal decisions, and I don't need to justify too. But it's always not been very easy to say this out loud, especially to someone who doesn't know me. My friends and my family, of course, they know this, so there's not much of a need to re-establish this fact. It's a fact for them. But trust me, even they took some time to process this and to understand I'm okay. And it was their protective nature, they were worried about me and all that. That's fine. I'm more going to share something about how it's not that easy for me to tell someone I meet for the first time that I'm divorced. The problem is not that I feel bad about it or that I feel it's something, some defect, and I don't feel ashamed. I am completely okay. It's just a fact. So just like adding a title Mr., Mrs., or announcing in a form that you are married or single, I just share that I'm divorced, I'm a single parent. So don't mistake me. The problem is not that I feel uncomfortable or ashamed or, about sharing this status. I'm okay to say I'm divorced to people. But the problem comes where I know instinctively that some people are going to react in a weird or a very uncomfortable way. I know my statement is going to make them uncomfortable. So here's how a conversation goes. Someone will ask me, okay, Madhu, so where do you stay? I say Chennai. Ah, okay, so what about your family? I stay with my parents and my daughter. She's 18 years old. Oh, wow, you don't look like a mother of an 18-year-old. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment. So then what about your husband? So this is where I will need to drop the D bomb, the D word, dreaded D word. So I say, no, I'm a single parent, I'm divorced. So I know when I'm saying, some people take it in their stride, they react very normally. Kudos to you guys. Seriously, it's such a relief. But there are some people who are never expecting this answer from me and they are taken aback. They are stunned, they stutter, they don't know, they're embarrassed and they don't know what to do. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable. I hope and all that. And I don't get angry. It's seriously okay because I understand, what's happening there. But I feel bad for them that, I had to suddenly throw this in the mix. So when I started thinking why this happens, it's because divorce is seen as a taboo still. It's seen as not a normal situation. Marriage is normal. To some extent, remaining unmarried till a certain age is also normal. But getting divorced is not normal. So this is where the problem comes, and this is where I want to contribute in my small way to explain that divorce is very much a normal decision. Two adults are marrying out of complete consent. So when they as adults can decide and take a decision to live lifelong together, when they are seen as adults taking the decision, when they decide to divorce also, the same adults are taking the decision, which means it's just that a decision they take in their life. And they're still the same humans, they're still having two legs and two hands, two eyes, it's all there, and they've not suddenly sprouted horns or become some aliens. So you don't need to cringe, you don't need to feel embarrassed. So I'm talking to people who are not understanding this, who think that asking about this is wrong, or who don't know how to react. So I'm really trying to help you folks out here. So all you can do is just say, if you want, you can still say, oh, I'm sorry, and you can move on. That's it. So how will you react if someone says, I'm married? Okay, then you ask what your husband is and all that. So similarly, when I say, no, I'm divorced, I'm a single parent, you can move on. That's it. You got the information that there's no husband to ask about. There's no networking to do that. Move on to the next topic. Ask me something else. We're all okay there. It's all okay. So this would be the best way, I feel. And if you're curious and if you feel you are genuinely curious, it's not to gossip or anything, and you really want. I have also had people who are curious, and we had that intimate setting where they wanted to know what happened and all, because it's a genuine human curiosity, and I have not been offended. I've always been open to talk, and I share based on my comfort level and the setting we're in, the atmosphere and all. So just don't shrink back and react as if it's something that you should not have asked, and after that with them, you don't need to treat them any differently. They, as I said, we're all normal. We've just taken a life decision. That's it. I have also had people who have been very, as I said, very mature about it, and they've just reacted and they've moved on. But the problem comes with the generation that was before them and the generation that's coming after them. The parents' generation are not yet seeing this as a normal situation, and they are very judgmental. And the kids don't understand that this can be a normal thing also. So they are very curious, and they are not really understanding, grasping that it's quite normal and it's okay. So we have the responsibility as children to our parents and as the mid generation today to sensitize both these groups. I've had situations where I was invited to a friend's place. Of course, my friends, their partners know that I'm divorced, but I know their parents are going to be that, whom I have never met. So I had to tell my friend, please inform your parent that I'm divorced, so they don't feel awkward to ask me about my husband. And when I reply, I would reply, but then they feel, and the entire atmosphere changes. So I tell my friends to always inform beforehand. So it's not to make myself uncomfortable and or to protect myself. It's really more to protect them from that awkward silence and that awkward feeling that would come for a minute. So people who have divorcees as friends, who are having, and people like me who are choosing to stay single, I really hope the society can see these as very normal decisions, respect these decisions, and really not spend too much time overthinking of why we do the things we do. There's a lot of context, guys. And yes, if you're really interested, one day you can reach out and I will share personally. But don't judge, don't assume things, and don't be curious when you really don't care. There's a lot of gossip, there's a lot of content you get in social media, so you don't need this content. Just treat these decisions as adults. Remember, when you're an adult, I'm an adult too, and I'm making my adult decisions, of course thinking of a lot of things and my context. So it's okay, respect my decisions, and we all can coexist happily.